Hello guys, once again, it's the same day and we are still jogging with the DAX functions. Right now we will discuss counting functions, which is actually for me a small inaccuracy with the course I'm doing, because while doing the aggregate functions, there was some use of counting functions as count rows, distinct count. And now in the episode about counting functions, there is usage of calculate function, which later has a specific segment, as I like a separate episode for calculate. So it's a little bit weird, but still I want to be consistent with the episodes with the course I'm doing. So we will just use the counting functions on calculate today. I like a few of them. I have a new data set from Kaggle, this time regarding car sales. Not so big data set, as it has only 157 rows and 16 columns. Probably we will not use all of them. We are just learning, so just let's do a couple of measures for the calculate function. So I chose the new measure option. Here will be the name of the measure, so we can count, maybe count rows for sales higher than 100,000. Number of sales higher than 100k, and we will use the calculate function today. So we're going with calculate, then function count is counting rows without any blanks. So if we're gonna count the rows, then count rows function is still better. It is used on the whole table, not only on the column. And as I checked with ChatGPT, it's more useful and more frequently used by people in PowerBi. So I will also use the count rows function, which takes table as an argument. So we're gonna count these rows for sales. Just sales. The name is sales in thousands. Actually, there is no need to check the accuracy of data, because there are some mistakes. I was loading it pretty fast and the decimals were not changed correctly, but we are learning something different. We're training something different today, so I will be more precise after the whole course, and while doing my own projects, then I will be looking at it more thoroughly. Is this a word? Thoroughly. I heard somewhere. There is a word like thoroughly, and I actually wrote it good. THOROUGHLY. So I forgot about the H. Yeah, I will look at it more thoroughly after the course, because right now it's just it takes too much time to look at all the specific subjects, right? Okay, so the car sales sets in thousands, that is higher than or equal to, let's say, 100,000, which is 5 zeros. We will create a table with measures. I don't know if I have to add this one, but I always add it. For now, maybe next time I will try to just leave it empty, and maybe it will work also. So I have a table. I will change its name to measure table, which could have been done while creating the table, but I forgot about it. So now I can assign this measure to this table. Here we will delete this one, and now we have table of measures. So here let's look at the table, and number of sales hired, there was 18, and we can look at it by manufacturer and sort it. So the most sales for Ford, for Dodge. Like I said at the beginning, it's a small data set, only 157 rows, so the data is not accurate, and it's just for training. Nothing, none insights here or anything that will be the result for the measures, and for the charts is it's probably not close to the reality. So let's keep moving. Let's look at the table and let's think what we can do here. So maybe we could check all. Let's look the average sales for Toyota, and maybe with horsepower less than 100, if there is any Toyota less than 100, right? 100 horsepower. So when you measure, and let's say average, is that what I said? Average sales for Toyota with horsepower less than 100. So we are gonna use the calculate function, and we are going with average sales. That's how the column is named, average sales in thousands. We are going with manufacturer equals to Toyota, and we are going for horsepower less or equal to 100. Pretty interesting. If there is, of course, there is blank. Let's change it less than. Let's go with 150. Oh, there is something. Average sales for Toyota with horsepower less than 150 is 100,000. And yeah, just the name of the measure is like not consistent with the thing it calculates, so it should be like this. And also in the last episode I was wondering how to change the 100.23k to thousands, and now I know that if I click on the table here, the format visual, and here is the auto display, so none, and already that's changed. And if I don't want the decimals, I can delete them, and now it looks all right. So that was the next one. Maybe we can do one more measure with calculate. We can count the fuel efficiency as I think miles per gallon. I don't remember how much is a gallon. I can check that. 3.78 liters. So if you're going, and mile is 1.6, I think, 1.6 kilometer. So if you're going 28 miles per gallon, let me count it, 28 times 1.6, 28 times 1.6 is 45 kilometers. 45 kilometers per gallon. So now let's divide it for 378. Miles, 8 miles per gallon. So so it's like 11 kilometers per liter. So like times 10, 118 kilometers per 10 liters, because normally in Poland you count like how many liters is being burned for 100 kilometers. So yeah, but I guess it may be gallons per mile, miles per gallon, right? That's the fuel efficiency. So we can count minimum fuel efficiency for passenger car, and maybe for price we'll do two separate measures. One will be the price less than 45,000, and the second one with price more than 45,000. Unfortunately, maybe we'll do like 35, because for the numbers that are like this, there should be 3 more zeros there, so that wouldn't make sense. Maybe I will, no, sales doesn't make sense. Maybe we will use the horsepower, it will be better. So the minimum fuel efficiency for horsepower more than 150. So calculate min. It's not actually a counting function. We should count rows actually, but let's keep it this way. So minimum for efficiency for horsepower more or equal to 150, and I will already copy that. Now I will approve this, do a new measure, which will be just a maximum. Here is max, and whoa, actually the minimum stays, but with less than 150 horsepower. So we're gonna check if the fuel efficiency changes due to the amount of horsepower in a car, right? So we will add both the measures to the measure table, and right now we can, I will use just 2 cards here and here, and here is first one, here is the second one. Minimum. Okay, so we have no data here, and I'm not sure why is that. Is there maybe, okay, I will use a table then, and we'll check if that changes anything. Well, it changes something, but not sure why I had to add something to it. Because I have minimums per manufacturer, and here I don't have any data, right? So that's something maybe I will look into sometime, because okay, here is the minimum per manufacturer, and here is the with less than, with more than, here add, and manufacturer. Okay, I don't know why it's like that. let's go with this one. We can move that somewhere. Hey you, I would like to move you somewhere here. Okay, and let's compare from the lowest to largest, right? So here is less than 150. So actually, if the number is higher, then you can go more miles per gallon. So it makes sense that here the numbers are actually higher than these ones. So if you have more horsepower, the efficiency is lower. That's the conclusion we have for this measure. So all for counting functions, if we can name that such way. So we know something more about calculate function that helps us to filter, actually to make calculations based on filters, which is pretty useful. That's all for today, and see you soon. Peace.